Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shelby and I upload videos every Monday and Thursday. They are on beauty, lifestyle, fashion. If you are new or you have not subscribed, please do so. It would really help your girl out and you will be notified every time I upload a video. I did a poll on Instagram, which is like my new favorite thing. I'm so indecisive, so I love asking you guys questions and you answering me back. So I asked earlier this week because I did go sourcing or thrifting, and I asked if you guys would be interested in seeing a thrifting and reselling video, and you guys said yes, so I'm here to bring that to you today. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything that I got this week, and then once I show you everything that I bought this week, go into more detail as to how I choose what I'm going to purchase, how I resell, where I get the amounts that I'm going to list my item for, how I package my items, how I store them, and how I ship. If you would like to see the merchandise that I pick up from thrifting, how I bag it, and the reselling portion, then please keep watching. Vintage Juicy Couture velour in the backup. This Juicy Couture velour tracksuit. It has Juicy Couture right here. It's the top and the bottoms. The pants, they are vintage because they are a wide leg. So that is one thing that I found. And how I go about if I'm going to purchase something is anything that is name brand that for example, the Juicy Couture, I know that it's name brand. So what I do is look to see if it's selling. I resell on Poshmark, so what I'll do is there's an option where you can go in and see what's sold. So I went in and looked it up to see if they are selling, and they range from about $30 to $45. So I would be making a profit, so that's why I determine what to buy and what not to buy. And it is a members only jacket, and this is this really cool blue color, like blue, sky blue. And members only jackets do sell really well, but again, I did look it up. They sell really well on eBay as well as Poshmark. Thing that I want to keep, that I think I might keep, is this Columbia reversible jacket. So this is what it looks like, and then it is reversible. Okay, technical difficulties. Okay, it's not working. I promise it actually was green when I bought it, and then it's reversible, so you can wear it this way. These vintage Columbia reversible jackets sell really well again, so that's something. You can see the Columbia here and the Columbia in there. One, it's Adidas. It's just a long sleeve knit. One is definitely vintage, wiser, and it's actually all embroidered. So face hoodie. It says not all who wander are lost. In the back it's Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson sells really fast. And Adidas windbreaker. It's so cool, and I think it was like, I think I paid like I spent like $5, maybe $6. So it's a Madewell t-shirt. Madewell does really well on Poshmark. These New York & Company shorts. Now these shorts sell for like 15-20 bucks, which isn't like a huge profit, but it's really good because I think they're new with tags. So they have the tags, and I paid $1.70. Anthropology, and I posted it yesterday and I sold it today. It is a little like crop top. It's by the brand Willie Smith. I had never heard of it, but what stuck out to me was the 100% linen. If you see here, the tags is 100% linen, and it still had its tags attached. And so I just googled it, and they sell, and then because it has its tag, it'll sell for a little bit more. This is an Adidas workout top, and it has the built-in bra. That was so cool. Was this Nike tunic? and it has a rubber label right here on the bottom front, and then it has Nike and neon green letters on the side, which I thought was really cool because it doesn't feel like a t-shirt, it feels like a tunic. Okay, so now that I've showed you all the clothes, I kind of wanted to go into depth with how I started. So how I started reselling is, if you don't know me personally, then I will let you know that I am a full-time stay-at-home mom. My mom has been doing Poshmark for about 2 years maybe. She's an ambassador. She has like over 100,000 followers on Poshmark, which is crazy. Looking at YouTube videos, people have like, this is their full-time job, and I was like, I could do that because I've been in thrift stores since I was little. My mom loves thrift stores, so when we were younger, she would take us with her, and I hated them when I was younger, but now that I'm older, like, I like them. I started maybe 2 weeks ago, and I've made about 200, 250 this week, which is not a crazy amount, but I'm just starting, and I'm learning how to like package things, how to store things, because you have to store all of this clothes. So now I'm gonna go into how I choose the items that I bought. So I always, first and foremost, I will always buy items that are trending. So for example, right now, things that are trending are Adidas, Nike, depending on what the item is, Victoria's Secret. Those are the ones that I knew off the top of my head that I knew would sell. So then once I had those, I went into trendy vintage, because trendy vintage is a thing. People are actually looking for vintage pieces, and trending vintage because it's coming back. So those pieces are like Ralph Lauren and Chaps and Ralph Lauren button-up shirts for men. Columbia jackets are really in. You saw that I picked some of those up. And the good thing about these vintage pieces is that because they're vintage, you can find them at the thrift store, because they were in, they weren't in anymore, so people probably donated them and now they're in again. So it gives you a better chance of finding those items and reselling them. Champion is trending. Fila's, those are back, and I actually bought me some Fila's at the thrift store because I do plan to do I plan to do like a little series on full outfits, trendy outfits from the thrift store, to where like every piece that I'm wearing is less than $15. So those are videos I plan to do also. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing those, or do I just post the pictures on Instagram and keep it moving? So then obviously there's like 1,000,005 brands. There's like higher end brands, right? So I found, you know, Oscar de la Renta sweater. Those, most people know that that's a brand that's high end. YSL. What's another one? Givenchy is another one that you can find at the thrift store. Sometimes you can even find Louis Vuittons at the thrift store. Today I went and I seen Christian Louboutin cheetah print pony hair peep toe heels at the thrift store. They wanted $200 for them though. So anyways, but you see what I mean? Like, these things you can find at the thrift store. You just have to be consistent. You just have to look. So then once I found, like, I know not, okay, these brands are in my head, so what do I do next? Obviously there's other brands that I don't know about, because I'm not, my style, my taste, my age group, I'm not the only one in the world. So what I did next was I went on YouTube and I looked up full-time Poshmarkers, I guess you would call it, or people who do Poshmark full-time. I looked them up, and then they gave me some really good tips on what sells. For example, I learned from them the brand Free People, Madewell, Show Me Your Mumu, things like that. Anthropology, and there's like so many chains off of Anthropology. It's a lot to take in. Lululemon, I knew about, but I just remembered. Tory Burch, like a lot of these things like you guys know about already, so it'll be easy. So once I found those, I'm like, okay, cool, so I'm ready to hit the thrift store again. So what I do to save money, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, I look up thrift store outlets, meaning that their price here in Houston, their prices range from $2 all the way down to 25 cents. So it's $2, then it's $1.75, then $1.50, then $1.25, then $1, then so on and so forth. So that's how their thing works, and everything in the store is at price for the day. So that's where I started, because I was trying to get my foot in the door. I didn't want to spend too much money in the off chance that I didn't make the money back. It was just my preference. I mean, it's just completely up to preference if that's something you want to do. If you want to go to other ones, you definitely can. I go to like Salvation Army, Goodwill, things like that now, and I will spend a little bit more money on an item if I know it'll make me money. Now that I've been doing it a little bit, now that I know these brands, I pick which thrift stores I want to go to, and you have to decide how much profit you want to make and how much money you want to spend on an item. For example, if I buy a shirt for $5 and I post it and it sells on Poshmark for $20, Poshmark is going to take 20% of that. So they're going to take their $5. I'm then left with $15. I paid $5 for the shirt, so I take that out as well, and my profit was $10, so twice the amount that I paid for it. And that's really good, you know, if that's something that you're comfortable with. If you sell 10 of those items, that's $100. So again, you just have to decide what you're comfortable with, how much you're willing to spend, because it can be overwhelming. You can go into a thrift store and see an Adidas jacket. I went to the thrift store and I saw an Adidas zip-up jacket. I have one, but I wanted another one, and it was like $25, and I'm like, oh, that's a steal because it's cheaper than it is in the store, which it is, but I would make $25 on it, and then once Poshmark took their portion, I'd be losing money. So that's another thing to consider, because if you're used to paying retail and then you go in the thrift store, you're like, oh, I'm saving money, I can so flip it, and you might not be flipping it for the amount that you think you are. So that's something else to take into consideration. All my things, that's one thing that's time consuming on Poshmark, is you have to photograph every single item. Once you photograph every item, it'll ask you for the name of it, to describe it, the brand, the size, how much it retails for. So that can get a little time consuming, but it's worth it because you'll know the information, so it won't be hard. Put that information in the description box. So once you do that, you have to store them. My mom, because she's been doing it for so long, she has racks of clothes that she just keeps hung. I can't do that because I'm limited on space. So I was watching a YouTuber and she had these bags, and they're just clear bags, and they have a self-adhesive right here. So I fold my item and I slide it into this bag. Now once I have this bag, I will put a little sticker as to what it is, and I will put it in a storage bin. It's safe from everything, and I keep it in my house and I put them all in there. Sells easy. What is it, the Adidas red shirt stripes on the side, I go find it, get it, put it in a USPS bag or box, put the shipping label on it, and I send it. Super easy. So shipping, Poshmark ships through the USPS. So a lot of people don't know this, but if you go onto the UnitedStatesPostalService.com, you will see, I think it's the shipping supplies. You can click that, and then it'll give you the option of free shipping supplies. You would be shocked at how many boxes are free. So you can go and choose however many you want. They will deliver them to your house free of charge. You can also buy the tape for the boxes. You can also get the tape for the boxes in the free section as well. For shipping, and the person who bought the item pays for shipping also. So it's super easy, super simple. If you have any questions and I can answer them, I'd be more than happy to just leave them below. I'm still learning as well, so if this is something that you're interested in, we can learn together. I do a series of thrift store videos to tie in the fashion. So I'm going to do fashion videos from the thrift store, trendy things that people are wearing now, how you can find them at the thrift store and save yourself some money, because who doesn't want to save money, right? So that is it for me, guys. If you stayed through this video, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do hit the like button. That would really help me out. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.